Welcome, people. I'm Sam, Coach Sam, that is. Today's topic, Unequally Yoked, was suggested by a subscriber, and since it's in my book anyway, Recognize Him, Is He Dating You for Commitment? I didn't mind speaking on it. So, the acronym that I'm going to use today comes from Redefine TV, and the acronym is PEERS, PIERS. And if you want to watch that video, I'll link it below in the description. I thought it was a perfect way to speak about how you can be unequally yoked in more than just a spiritual sense. So, P, physical. How do you like to take care of your physical body? Or do you even care to take care of your physical body? For some people, they're real big on health and fitness. They get up, they exercise every day. They may have shakes. They may eat healthy. They may track their steps. It's a lot of things that you can do to stay on top of your health and maintain your body to make sure you're doing your very best to be in tip-top shape. I, intellectual, okay? What type of conversations do you like to have? How do you apply logic, okay? I had a coworker. He loved to tell me things that he learned. To some people, this was a total turnoff because it made them feel stupid. To me, I was all down for it. I'm like, tell me more. I love facts. But if you don't love facts, you're not a facts type person. If you're constantly hearing somebody tell you something that they know, they could come off as arrogant to you and you may not want to deal with them. E, emotional. How do you choose to share your emotions? Or do you like to share your emotions at all? Is sharing your emotions like pulling teeth? For somebody who's quick to share their emotions, if they're constantly having to reassure you that, hey, I'm interested in knowing how you feel, and you're steady fighting them or telling them that you're not open to sharing how you feel, they could get tired of that and leave you. Or recreation, okay? What do you like to do for fun? Now, I'm not going to talk about anybody you know, but I met a guy who I had went to school with. He remembered me. He struck up a conversation with me. He was very interested in having a romantic relationship. However, the first question that he asked was, what did I like to do for fun? Now, the question itself wasn't bad, but that question let me know immediately that we were unequally yoked and it would not work because what he liked to do for fun is get high and drunk, okay? So he liked to drink and smoke. His recreations were definitely a problem. In fact, they were a non-negotiable problem. So he didn't want to quit. I wasn't going to force him. And remember, you can't force people to do something they don't want to anyway. So again, recreational habits can be an issue. They can make you unequally yoked. S, spiritual, okay? How do you choose to take care of your soul, okay? What do you do or how do you choose to live out your morals, your belief systems? Now, imagine you met a guy who was not a believer in Christ, or maybe he didn't believe that there was a God at all. Maybe he was an atheist. Now, of course, you know that would make you unequal. However, imagine that you did meet a man and he knew God, but maybe he just met God like 2 weeks ago, and you've been anchored in God your whole life, serving and going to church. Well, although y'all both believe in God and that there is a God and may even share the same faith of Christianity, y'all still are unequal because this man is just coming out of the world and doing things the world way. He's a babe in Christ, and you, by being anchored in God your whole life, should be stronger, much stronger than he is, because you should have been growing all this time and studying to show thyself approved. So again, that acronym is PEERS, letters PIERS, and I wrote a quote. It goes a little something like this. Dating is not meant to drain and devastate you. Dating is the process of learning if a person's mindset, attitude, values, and lifestyle are compatible enough that they can align with yours in such a way that you two can come together to build for a lifetime. And remember, 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you could change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.